Pew Research recently analyzed the number of federal inmates to figure out exactly how many of them are nonviolent drug offenders. And the statistics that they found are not necessarily shocking, but certainly maddening. So what they found was that sentences for Americans convicted of federal drug crimes rose a whopping 36%, an average of 20 months in 30 years, while sentences for all other offenders in federal prison declined by 3%. So stop there for a second. The sentences for drug offenders increased by an average about 20 months, but for all other crimes, decreased.
This is insane, man. It's the prison industrial complex. It really is. And so they're making money off this. And it's not just the private prisons. Once a warden has a budget, he doesn't want that budget to go down. That budget is his power. So he wants the budget to go up, right? It's normal human nature. So whenever you set up the prisons, they have a self-sustaining mechanism. And they want to get bigger and bigger and bigger, not smaller and smaller. We as citizens should want our prisons to get smaller, right? We don't want people to go back into the prisons. We don't want more crime. But we invented this whole fucking crime in the first place.
We did, yes.
Just like we did with Prohibition. We made it a crime to drink a beer, which we now find to be perfectly normal. We arrested a whole bunch of people. Now we just did it. We invented a crime. Oh, okay. Smoking weed. Okay, we now randomly decide that it's a crime. Fill the prison with hundreds of thousands, and if you include the states, millions of people that didn't belong in prison in the first place.
And if you look at the history of criminalizing marijuana use, it's actually not random because they specifically did it to go after Mexicans who had immigrated to America.
That's right.
So there are very specific racial reasons tied to all the different drugs that were outlawed, like opium was outlawed because Americans didn't like Chinese people, so they wanted Chinese people to get out of the country.
Yeah, and by the way, it's not an exaggeration. Opium was perfectly legal in America when white people were using it. And then when they want to target Chinese, they're like, how can we target the Chinese? Oh, they use opium, so we'll use that as an excuse. Okay, opium's now illegal. Look it up. It's right there in history.
So some more stats that'll just drive you crazy. The increased imprisonment of drug offenders has helped drive the explosive overall growth of the federal prison system, which held nearly 800% more inmates in 2013 than it did in 1980. Now, I'm going to give you guys a year, okay, 1984. Keep that in the back of your mind because that's an important year, very Orwellian, but lots of bad things happened during that time. Now, citing the most recent inmate numbers from the Federal Bureau of Prison, Pew says there are currently more than 207,000 people serving time in federal prisons, and 95,000 of those inmates are incarcerated for drug-related offenses, up from fewer than 5,000 in 1980. Okay. So what ended up happening is all of these laws got passed that were tough on crime, right? Tough on drug-related crime. And so in 1984, things got really, really bad. So let me give you some examples. There was the Sentencing Reform Act. That happened in 1984, and it basically stated that those caught with drugs needed to have harsher sentences tied to their crimes, okay? So they would get convicted, and their sentences were ridiculous. Then there was the Anti-Drug Abuse Act, which happened in 1986, 2 years later, and that basically required judges to give drug offenders mandatory minimums. So all of a sudden, you see this prison population swelling up, and then for-profit prisons around 1984 again decided, hey, you know what, there's some money to make. Why don't we build our institutions, get these contracts signed by all these different states, and then we can just house all of these nonviolent drug offenders. It's awesome.
So you live in a bubble where you think that things have always been the way that they are, but that's not true. Even in 1980, there was only 5,000 people, as Anna just told you, that were in prison for drug-related offenses, federal prison. Now there's 95,000, right? So what are we doing here? Those are, at a minimum, an extra 90,000 people that are in prison only because we invented a war on drugs that have no business being in prison. Now, some of those guys might have committed other crimes, right? But it wouldn't be at this number because we know, because other crime rates are actually declining. So we invented this problem, foisted it upon ourselves, and we now bow our heads and accept that certain percentage of our citizens, usually minorities, and I've had a Baltimore cop after Baltimore cop come in here and say, we don't do it to white people. Even if we're patrolling white neighborhoods, we'll go into black neighborhoods to arrest people for drugs, right? And we know white people do drugs at the same rate, but they don't get arrested at the same rate, right? So it's mainly people of color that we lock up and take away their freedom. Gee, I wonder if we've done that in this country before.
And for anyone watching this who might think, well, I don't do drugs and I don't really care about anyone other than myself, well, your taxpayer money is going toward this very perverse so-called justice system. So from 1980 to 2013, federal prison spending increased 595%, from $970 million to more than $6.7 billion. And also, prison spending now represents one of every $4 spent by the U.S. Justice Department.
So that's a crying shame, and that's an extra $6 billion or so out of our pocket. That's an extra $6 billion or so into someone else's pocket.
Yes.
And that's why we have the problem in the first place. All problems lead back to money in politics, right? So if you let people who are going to profit off of prisons pay politicians, what do you think is the result you're going to get? This is the result you're going to get. You're going to make more and more things criminal so you can stuff more and more people into prison so somebody can make that $6.7 billion.
Exactly.
Okay? You got to get the money out of politics. Otherwise, we are literally going to put ourselves in prison as a country, right? And what happened to freedom? The only people who have any kind of liberty are the guys who are signing the checks for the politicians. Wolf-pack.com. You're going to be a warrior. You're going to fight back.